Hi everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Jen. You might recognize me from Instagram or TikTok, where I make videos sharing my best tips and tricks for buying the best quality fashion, beauty, and skincare at any price point. Today we have a very special video. We're going to be doing a complete review of House of CB. So in this box I have about $1,000 worth of merchandise. We're going to try each item on and we're going to review each item very thoroughly. We're going to look at the seams, the fabric, the zippers, the lining, and beyond. So let's get started. This tissue paper is a bit ripped because of this guy over here. So he got into it and he took some nibbles at it. So for just over $1,100, I got 3 dresses and 1 top. This is the first dress I got. This is called the Bellina and it's in the color Pine. How does this? Okay, here it is. It is a maxi dress with a corset and it has spaghetti straps, but you can also probably tuck the straps in and make it strapless. And as you can see, it is very long. This next dress I got is very classic House of CB. This is called the Tallulah and it's the puff sleeve dress, and I got it in this blue floral print, like that. And this is the color. It's called Pink Print Plus Blue, and all the dresses I got in size small. The last dress I got is called Chica, and it's a mini dress, and it's purple. It's a lavender color with this very pretty embroidery. The last thing I got is this top, and this is called Chica. This is in the blue floral print. Okay, so we're looking at the Chica top. First impressions, the fabric does feel very silky and smooth. This is a little bit crooked, but that can be fixed with ironing. The sewing looks really even and the stitches are small, so we love that. This is a front closure top, so you can see there's clasps here all down the front. This might be a bit annoying to put on, but it's the nature of this top. The strap looks pretty good as well, and all the holes that the straps are in look even and neat. I just flipped this guy inside out and you can see the clasps better. It looks even and neat and well installed. There's a lining fabric, but not on the top of the bust here. I don't know if this is enough space to fit breasts, so that's a little bit concerning. As you can see, there's not much give in this area. It doesn't really poke out, so not sure how that's gonna work, but we'll see in the try on. Looking at the composition, the shell fabric is lyocell and linen, which explains the silky feeling. If you wanna learn more about fabrics and fibers, check out my YouTube video from last week where I tell you all about the pros and cons of natural versus synthetic versus semi-synthetic fibers. So I really like that they use lyocell because lyocell is the most sustainable semi-synthetic fiber. Let's look at the lining. So this is a combo of polyester and viscose. Don't love that because polyester and other synthetic fibers tend to hold on to odor and they don't feel as nice on the skin. The viscose though will be very silky. Otherwise, the sewing on the inside looks okay. I did find some loose threads, which could be a sign of rush manufacturing, like here. Next we have the Tallulah dress. You can see the sewing is done pretty well here, and the hook and eye is installed properly and the zipper is concealed properly. I found it interesting that there is some tulle on the inside of the sleeve. I'm assuming this is to add volume, but I'm not sure if this is going to be irritating on your arm when you wear the dress. This fabric does feel pretty stiff to me, which makes me think that there is probably a nylon blended into it. On the inside, the lining is actually attached to the shell fabric, which is not something you see often, but I don't mind it. There is boning in this dress, and for dresses with boning, you always want to check that the boning is capped. So from what I'm feeling, this boning is not capped and the edges are a bit sharp. So this may impact the longevity of the garment and this boning may eventually stick out of the dress. You can see here the boning is cut straight and it's not capped, it has sharp edges. Looking at the composition, I really hope that this dress was 100% cotton, but it's only 65% with some nylon and elastane in there, and the lining is polyester and elastane. Oh, there's a second lining and that's polyester and viscose. Yes, we see here that the lining on the bust is different than the lining for the skirt, so that's probably why there's 2 lining fabrics. This next dress is called Bellina and it's made out of a very stretchy jersey type of material. So again, the sewing looks pretty good to me. There is also boning in this dress and you can see it's not capped. They did do a really nice job installing the boning, however, you can see the stitching is very straight and very small. In terms of material, it is a completely synthetic dress. The lining of the dress extends all the way down the length of the dress, and the fabric is actually quite weighty, so I have a feeling this would drape really nicely. And since this is a more formal wear type of garment, I don't mind that it's made out of synthetics. This last dress is called Krista. I think the embroidery is really pretty. This is a chiffon fabric they use for the bust. It is a bit wrinkly, so I'll have to get this steamed. The zipper looks like it's installed properly. Hook and eye is installed properly. Most of the sewing looks quite good, although there's a portion where I think there was a problem with the tension on the sewing machine. You can see that the stitches are kind of loose. It looks like they use the same fabric on the shell as well as the lining. They just face the bad sides together and the good sides outwards. And the dress is completely made out of polyester. So first we're trying on the Chica top. This is how it looks like on the model. This is a bit of a red flag, but the website says this top is linen and the lining is rayon. But we saw earlier that the top is actually mostly lyocell with only 18% linen. And the lining fabric is actually mostly polyester. I thought this top was pretty cute and looked just like in the photos. There was room for the bust because of the drawstrings. Here's a close-up. You can see when I pull those drawstrings, it kind of makes a pocket here. My only complaint about this top is that the straps don't lie flat on your shoulders, so they fall off pretty easily. Here's the back view, and as suspected, the clasps were pretty annoying to put on and take off. The next dress we're trying on is the Melina, and this is the color Pine, and this is how it looks like on the model. Now, a big pet peeve of mine is when websites don't tell you what the fabric is made out of. So the website is saying the dress is made out of stretch weighted crepe, but doesn't tell me if it's polyester, nylon, or anything. And I noticed that most of the House of CB items are dry clean only. This dress had all sorts of issues. You see how the front, the boning kind of sticks outward? I'm not sure if you can see, but the sewing is kind of pointed on one end and rounded on the other. You can see the back zipper also doesn't follow the curve of my body. It kind of sticks out like a tail. That being said, I think the fit is very nice, it's very form-fitting, and it does snatch you in. The fabric is quite soft, but the length is quite long, so it would be suited for any height, but I'm 5'3", so I would definitely have to get this hemmed. And I will say the dress fit very tightly. It was a little bit more difficult to breathe in this dress. Next, we're trying on the viral Tallulah dress. Again, the website is not completely truthful when listing the materials, so it says it's made from a stretched cotton, but there's a significant amount of nylon blended in there, and it's saying the lining is lighter rayon, but we know only the bust lining is made out of viscose, and most of the lining on the skirt is actually polyester. This dress delivered. The fit is definitely just like the photos. However, the fabric was a bit stiff for my liking. Surprisingly, the tulle underneath the sleeve to give it volume was not itchy on my skin. That being said, when I moved around, the fabric did make scratchy sounds. I would have loved if this dress was made out of 100% organic cotton, so it was nice and soft. So I'm gonna have to return this one. Next, we're gonna try on the Krista dress. Now, this one is actually my least favorite, and I'll show you why in a second. Again, the website makes the material sound very nice. It's saying it's Georgette dry light satin, but we know it's polyester. And it's dry clean only. I have never seen dry clean only polyester. Okay, this dress was cute in theory, but the ruche on the side added way too much volume to my ribcage for no reason. And the skirt wasn't as flared as I thought it was gonna be. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed that House of CB review. Comment below what other fashion brands you want me to review. And if you liked the video, remember to hit that thumbs up. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already for more beauty, fashion, and skincare videos in the future. Bye!